welcome back to Making Waves. Well, today we're going to have a little suitcase showdown to see which carry-on suitcase we can pack more items in. So on this side we have contender number 1, and on this side we have contender number 2. Let's talk about it. My hope with this video is that it can be helpful regardless of whether you're packing for a cruise or a vacation. We're going to be comparing 2 suitcases today. One that is a hard-sided bag and the other that is a soft-sided bag that I used for many years and has traveled around the world with me. And I was curious to see, does one hold more than the other? Their configurations are fairly different even though the sizes are very similar. So before we get into the actual packing of the suitcases, let's talk about what I'm packing. And I tried to kind of pull together items that I would typically pack for a cruise. And I cleared out a little section of my closet that I'm going to show on the screen. And what I have here, kind of going from left to right, is first I have a swimsuit cover-up. There's also a swimsuit draped over the hanger that you probably can't see too well in this photo. I have 4 shirts that coordinate with the next 3 items, which are 3 pairs of shorts. I also have 3 kind of romper dresses that are great for just casual days at sea. I have 5 kind of casual dresses that are great for dinners, and then I've got 1 more formal dress, the black one there on the far right, which is good for the kind of gala or evening chic evenings. Now, what you don't see there hanging in the closet, but you'll see as I'm packing items here in packing cubes, as I normally would, is I also included 3 workout outfits. I've got 1 pair of leggings, 2 pair of shorts, and 3 kind of tank tops to go with that, as well as 3 nightgowns. So that's everything I have packed up in packing cubes for clothing. And you might notice I didn't include any undergarments, and that's because I usually pack those items in just a small little packing cube like this. So I put socks, underwear, bras, and I also pack the outfit that I'm going to wear to the port. And we typically fly in the day before and stay overnight at a hotel. So like shorts and a t-shirt are usually packed in here. That goes in my little striped carry-on bag that I put under the seat in the airplane in front of me. And I have a whole video about everything I pack in that bag, so I will link that up here for you. Also not included in the items I'm packing in the suitcase are shoes, and that's also in my other carry-on bags. Again, in that video that I linked, you'll see the Genius bag that I use for that, and that there's a compartment for shoes, and so I fit all my shoes in there so I don't have to take up valuable suitcase room. The other items that I include in that other carry-on bag that kind of rides on top of my carry-on suitcase are my TSA liquids and my cosmetics or toiletry bag that includes any makeup I'm bringing along with prescription medication. Now, in addition to the clothes that you saw me pack in the packing cubes, I'm also going to pack in my suitcase some jewelry. Now, this is just really a travel pill container, but I bought 2 of them. I use one for prescription medication, and I use this one for jewelry. If you bring really large jewelry, they probably won't fit in here, but this works perfectly with a little bit of jewelry that I bring. I'll also be including my packable rain jacket that folds down really small and fits in this little packing case. I'll be packing this bag that includes first aid items as well as just over-the-counter medications that we might need. So it has seasickness prevention medication in here, Band-Aids, Advil, aspirin, Neosporin, that type of thing. I'll also be packing this larger mesh bag, and this has various items in it. It has a bag with those antibacterial wipes that I like to bring, the ones that kill norovirus. They'll be linked below, by the way. There's some feminine hygiene products in here, the magnets that we like to bring to hang hats and that type of thing on. And what else do I have in here? Oh, my waterproof phone case in case I want to take my phone with me, if I'm snorkeling or going in the water, just so I know it's not going to get stolen or misplaced. So just various items in here, so I'll also be packing this. The other thing I would normally pack in my suitcase is my travel hair dryer. Now, do you need to bring a travel hair dryer if you're going on a cruise? No, you do not. The cabins will have hair dryers you can use. However, I typically find that they're not strong enough power for my hair. I have a lot of hair. I have difficult hair, so I do like to bring my own little travel hair dryer, and the one I bring is very powerful. I cannot put my hands on it. It's not in my little closet in my guest room where I have all of our cruise stuff. So I'm packing a shoe because this is actually a little bigger than the hair dryer. It folds. It actually is quite small, but I didn't want to cheat and not have something. So this shoe is going to take the place of my travel hair dryer. I think I've mentioned in previous videos that for our next cruise, I would love to be able to do carry-on only. So I'm kind of considering this a test run to see, one, can I get everything in a carry-on bag? And two, which of my two carry-on bags would be best suited to try to fit everything into. So let's test it out. Let's get packing. I'm going to start with this soft-sided bag. This is a bag I've had for a number of years. In a former job, I did travel a lot, and I traveled internationally a lot. So this has truly been around the world, and I'm pretty sure that I probably purchased this suitcase at a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls, because that's where I always used to purchase suitcases. It's by the brand Lucas. If I can find something similar to it, I certainly will link it below. This bag does have an outside compartment, so I'm going to save that to see if I need to use it for anything. All right, so let's get started. We'll open this bag up. And so this has a zippered compartment here just on the one side, and then a main large interior. So let's see how much we can get in here. So this largest packing cube contains my dresses and my rompers. So I'm going to try to smash that in there, and that takes up, honestly, more than half the suitcase. So I don't have high hopes here, but let's keep going. This next bag has my swim cover-up, swimsuit, and my shorts, and all of my tops. Try to put that in here. I could maybe get these in a little bit smaller packing cube, but this is what we're going to go with for now. So that fits in there, but I mean, I don't know how I'm going to get much else in there. I do have one more packing cube. This contains the workout outfits along with nightgowns. So we'll see. I'll kind of smash it in there. Let me put my two mesh bags. I'm getting nervous, folks. I'm going to take my packable rain jacket. Maybe I can kind of squish that down here. Yes. I've got my little travel pillowcase that actually has jewelry in it. I feel like that can kind of take up some empty space down here as well. And actually, I think I'm going to take one of these mesh bags and put it in this little zippered compartment up here, so that I have room for my hair dryer stand-in, which is this shoe. Put that there. Now, squishing everything in, let's see if I can get it closed. Because I was able to get this closed without too much trouble, I went ahead and grabbed an item that I don't bring on every cruise, but I did bring on our last cruise because we knew we were going to be taking a snorkeling excursion in Bonaire, and this is my snorkeling mask. I do like to bring that if I know that's an activity we're going to be doing. This did not fit in my suitcase. It had to go in our large checked bag. But again, I'm hoping to avoid checking the bag on this next cruise. So let's just see if we think we can fit this in. Let's see if we can get it zipped. Oh boy, struggling a little bit here at the end. All right, everything's in. That's great. I am definitely feeling better about potentially being able to do carry-on only for our next cruise, particularly using this bag. But let's take a look at the hard-sided bag next. All right, next up is our hard-sided case. This is from level 8. Let's open that up and see how much we can fit in here. So this, like most hard-sided cases, is kind of a clamshell. We've got a compartment on either side. There are a couple of zipper compartments here as well. Unzip these. And the one side doesn't have quite as much space because you can see here, this is where the handle tucks into the case. And then this side is just completely flat. So I think what I'm going to do is start off with our big packing cube. I don't know if I can squish this in sideways. We're going to try it. I'm nervous. And then I'm going to try putting the smaller packing cube beside it. Got a little bit of room up here. I'm going to try putting the pocket and rain jacket in there. Let's pause. Maybe I'd add anything else over there for right now. I'm going to put a packing cube with the shorts and the t-shirts and the swimsuit cover up over here. My hairdryer stand-in. Not sure which way it'll fit. That. The 2 mesh bags. And my little jewelry container. Now, I know we fit the snorkel mask in on the soft-sided, so I'm going to see if maybe we can put that in over here. Let's see if we can get these zipped. I don't think I can get it zipped. Well, maybe. Okay, that seems to be okay. We got it. It's bulging. I'm hoping it doesn't break. Now, this side I think is going to be the issue. Here's okay. Yeah, okay, I got it. Now, I see here's the issue. It's going to be probably somewhat difficult to close this, and this is the mistake that I made on our last cruise, which I'll talk about here momentarily. Let's just see if we can get it zipped. All right, success. We did get it zipped up, and we fit everything in here. Let's sum this up. So you guys, I'm super encouraged. I really had my doubts that I would be able to do carry-on only for our next cruise, but I'm now feeling much more optimistic about that. I think one, I did overpack, right, last time. I brought more clothes than I really needed to and more clothes than I actually wore. Now, last time I did almost make it to carry on only. The only items that were in our big checked luggage of mine were one packing cube. I think it was the larger cube that had my dresses in it, and the snorkel mask and a large bottle of sunscreen. So for packing and carry on only, I'll have to kind of decant the sunscreen into a 3-ounce bottle so that they can go through TSA. But my liquids bag last time, while it was full, it wasn't chock full, and I feel like I can fit like a couple of smaller bottles of sunscreen in there, and that will fit into my little striped carry-on bag that rides on top of the carry-on suitcase. I wanted to take just a couple of minutes and talk about the bag. So the soft-sided bag I've had for many years, still in pretty good shape. It's traveled a lot. The hard-sided bag by Level 8, I bought that early last year, probably January, a year ago, and went on a few business trips with it before using it on our last cruise. And when I travel for work, those are usually short trips, so anywhere from as little as 1 night to no more than, say, 4 nights. So I always carry on. It's the perfect size for that. That bag is not inexpensive. Now, what I absolutely love about it is it rolls so smoothly. I mean, you just put a finger on the handle and it rolls. It's so nice. But for our cruise last year, again, I did pack a few, like a couple of more dresses, a couple of more shirts. I think I packed 4 pairs of shorts instead of 3. And it was bulging more than it was just now. And I kind of forced it shut. And I did break the zipper. Now, the zipper still works, but only one of them. So I can't bring both zippers around to where they fit into the locking mechanism. I love that the bag did have a lock, but I can't use it anymore because one of the zippers basically will still zip, but it won't actually close the bag. So I can only use the one zipper to zip all the way around to meet the other zipper at the bottom, and the lock is at the top. So as much as I love that hard-sided bag, I do kind of think I'm going to bring the soft-sided bag on my next cruise because I still could have probably crammed a few more small items in there if I needed to, and it didn't feel like the zipper was anywhere close to being, overly taxed. If this video was helpful or entertaining in any way, I hope you'll consider giving the video a like. It definitely helps our little channel out a lot and helps our videos to be seen by more folks. So thank you for joining me today for this fun little experiment. I would love to hear from you all. What type of suitcases do you bring when you go on a cruise? Are you a proponent of hard-sided versus soft-sided? Please leave a comment down below. We love interacting with you all. Thank you so much for taking time to watch. And until next time, happy cruising.